What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. We are here recording live for the mothership with another episode of the Southampton career mode, and we are kicking it off. We got transfer deadline day ready here to get going, and it was a little bit of a, I don't know. You guys could decide how it went. I mean, it was some big transfers that went down. Seeing some of them, Wolfsburg completing the signing of Santi Mina going over there from Valencia. Barcelona accept £51 million offer for Ivan Rakitic from Manchester United. So Manchester United had a pretty good window. I mean, they signed Belotti, and now they signed Ivan Rakitic. It's all going down for them. Burnley, who is our next opponent, I believe, complete signing of Eric Dyer. A little bit of an interesting one right there. It was 6 hours left to go in the deadline day. I will say that we didn't sign any more players. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty happy with the way my squad is set up. Also, funds were a little bit tight, if say that much. I mean, like I said, I was going to take into account what we done in the mini-series with the amount of money we spent in that and the amount of money we made from that, and then we made the money from the signing of Alice McCarthy. So, I mean, once we put all that into account, we didn't have a tremendous amount of funds. Bayern Munich clearly did, because they completed the signing of Danny Carvajal from Bayern Munich to wrap it up.
A top talent, but today in a new team. How's he going to get on? Well, follow it with us, and it's live.
I just love, can my laptop sharp? I just love, and it's live. It's just the little tiny things make the biggest difference. But we were here, first game of the episode, and you see Eric Dyer is the focus somewhat. 21 million. Now, y'all know, if you've been on the channel for a while, I love Eric Dyer. Like, I really rate him as a player. And if I would have known that I could have snapped him up for 20 million, I probably would have gone in for that. Now, I didn't know how realistic a signing of Eric Dyer would have been, but so I didn't think about it, but I didn't put it into action. But I mean, with him going to Burnley, maybe it wouldn't have been too unrealistic. But this is the lineup we went with: James Ward-Prowse and Cedric and Yoshida coming into the squad. Yoshida being partnered by Kamer for the first time since his arrival, and so far up to this point, Kamer has been doing a real good job in the few games that he's played for us. So the signing of Kamer, only 6 million, might turn out to be a pretty good one if he can help plug some of the gaps that we've had in the offense. We've been conceding a lot of goals around December, November, end of November, probably throughout December. Had a little bit of a tough time defensively, but Burnley came forward now as Vividra. Oh my god, what, bro? As soon as I said Vidra, my whole shit just fucked up. Almost died right there. But 11 minutes into the game, Vidra, I can't even remember the boy's whole first name and shit. We just calling him Vidra. He takes a shot from outside the box. And again, I've conceded goals like this and conceded chances that have come from free kicks and positions like that. We really need to do a better job. And not only winning the first ball, but winning the second ball. For me, the second ball is the most important battle you have to win in football. Like, picking up this loose balls, anything that comes off of a knockdown header or a flick on or something, you got to win them second balls. And we haven't really been doing it too well this series, but it comes back to James Ward-Prowse. He tries to bend one, and that was moving in the air. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it from that replay, but yeah, that ball was really moving. The one player you would want in that situation is probably James Ward-Prowse. Brilliant technique on his finesse shots, stuff like that. Outstanding player, and he's on the ball again. Really started getting more game time recently for us, and he's got Gabbiadini to his right, who is playing on the ball, strikes it, falls to James Ward-Prowse, and the young Englishman can't find his first goal of the season still. Probably not going to get an easier opportunity than that, if we're completely honest. On his weaker foot, but you'd still expect him to find the back of the net with that one. Maybe I should have taken a touch, I don't know, but I expected him to find it. But James Ward-Prowse in the middle of chance creation again as El Younousi into the box, and it's a brilliant recovery from James Tarkowski. Last second, you see El Younousi opened up his body and was looking for that far post. Looked like he was he was about to find it too, but Tarkowski comes across and is able to intercept and block that shot. Vidra is able to beat Yoshida, who should be doing a little bit better. Comes back post. What a save from Fraser Foster right there. Unbelievable little bit of goalkeeping right there. James Ward-Prowse again, been in the middle of a lot of what we've been doing so far in this game. Good free kick, well struck from him. But just a little bit too central. Again, the wall didn't jump at all. I mean, it's like they almost wanted James Ward-Prowse to score that free kick. We should have started that a little bit further outside the post, though. Then it most likely would have ended up in the back of the net. But we're still chasing the equalizer for now. And look who it is getting their first goal for the club. It is that man, Kamer, coming in clutch, really. I mean, it's a good delivery from Vasquez. We've seen Lucas Vasquez put in brilliant deliveries from corners time and time again so far in this series. And Kamer rising up, not even just rising up above, but getting in front of his man. Look, in front of his man. From that point, they were in trouble. If the keeper didn't get there, they were going to be in big, big trouble. And he's beat the keeper straight down the middle. So, players on the post, completely rendered useless in that situation. James Ward-Prowse again had a brilliant game, finding Gabbiadini. He's got runners off of him, and he looks out wide to Lucas Vasquez. He chips it into the box, back to Gabbiadini. And Manolo Gabbiadini finds the back of the net and levels up. Oh, no, sorry, not levels up scoring. Kamer just did that and puts us in the lead, coming from behind against my former career mode side, putting it into the box. Obviously, Burnley, the first team we played in this series, beat them 1-0. We're on our way now to another 1-goal victory, but well played from Gabbiadini, not only playing out wide to Vasquez, but then continuing, he put his head down, got himself back into the box, and got on the end of the return pass. 72 minutes into the game now, slid into Aurelio Romeo. Gabbiadini gets the ball and turns, runs at his man, gets past his man, takes a shot from distance, and forces a save out of the keeper, Tom Heaton, in the goal. Goes up long again, not winning the first or the second ball. 91 minutes, last chance of the game right here. Goodmanson into the box, volleyed by Westwood off of the crossbar, and header, the other header straight into the hands of Fraser Foster. What a chance right at the end of the game. Ashley Westwood, who knew he had that in his locker? I guess everybody got that in the locker when you're playing on ultimate difficulty, I guess. Man of the match goes to Lucas Vasquez. 2 assists for the man, of course, setting up Kamer's goal and Gabbiadini's winner. Continuing to get some training now. Sims and Brewster is who we're focusing on right now. I mean, I figure Sims, I completely forgot Sims is only 21 years old. Like, he does have some kind of potential and some type of opportunity to be part of this team moving forward, and we really have to try and train him a little bit more, especially this season while he's 21, and do that. And even if he doesn't really end up becoming a big part of the team, we could sell him for more money after training him, which is something that I'm planning to do on quite a few of these players if they don't end up making it. That's something, like I said, I feel like it's somewhat of our duty as a Southampton manager to create players for the future, even if they don't play for us. So that's something I'm going to be focused on doing. And we're going to see a lot of training for young players in the series because of that. But you see Nathaniel Klein, Vestergaard coming back into the lineup, as well as Højbjerg right there. I need to turn my phone off, it's loud. Gabbiadini, Redmond, and Vasquez lead the line in this one. You see, going into it, we are the highest scoring team in the league, coming off of the back of that 8-2 demolishing of Crystal Palace. What a game that one was. But Højbjerg back into the side for this one. He had a brilliant game against Crystal Palace. Finding Ryan Bertrand into the box onto the head of Gabbiadini. Off of the crossbar. Has to be finding the back of the net from that range. Has to be. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate. Anytime you hit the post on the crossbar, it's a little bit unfortunate. But you still have to be finding the back of the net from that range. Josh Murphy turning Lamina inside out. Good header. Don't know who it came from, but it's a good header and almost wide. Once he got into that position, look at Bert. Like, what is tell me how Ryan Bertrand has stayed on his feet. You have to run that back. How has Ryan Bertrand not gone to ground? I don't even know what he was doing, but I don't know how he stayed on his feet throughout that animation. Cardiff getting the corner, resulting in a chance on target. Fraser Foster's actually going to roll it out now. Nathaniel Klein starting a counter-attack. Lucas Vasquez switching the play brilliantly to the left-hand side. Nathan Redmond now could go one-on-one with his defender. Hits him with a step-over. Cuts inside. He's just able to lay it off to Højbjerg, who plays it across to Manolo Gabbiadini. Over the crossbar on his right foot. Maybe I should have went for that. Cut it across back to the other post. Maybe the driven shot would be better off, but I tried to keep it simple on his right foot, and we just ended up putting a little bit too much in there. You see right here, that split second right there, I was caught off guard at the beginning of the second half. Hands weren't on the pad, and we were made to pay. You see when that ball goes over the top, I was in control of Nathaniel Klein, but I wasn't moving because I think I was replying to a text message real quick. I can't remember, but we was made to pay. From that moment on, we were trying to chase the ball. We were trying to catch up with play, and we were made to pay for that because I should have just waited before I kicked off. That came straight from the kickoff for the second half, and Cardiff took the lead. Bottom of the league, Cardiff. This is a team we cannot afford to drop any points to. Not acceptable to be dropping points against Cardiff as far as I'm concerned. Lucas Vasquez turns and runs at his man. He finds Nathaniel Klein on the right-hand side, puts it up in the air, falls punched by the keeper. Nathan Redmond is there to turn it into the back of the net, and we draw level straight away off the back of that goal conceded. 50 minutes into the into the game, not into the second half. Game would be done if we was 50 minutes in the second half, Rain. You stupid? Yeah, let me live though. Nathaniel Klein down the right hand side, and you see the keeper maybe should do a little bit better, but that's a very good finish if you ask me from Nathan Redmond. Being able to turn that back in towards goal on his left foot on the volley, running away from goal as well, and it comes off the face of the goalkeeper. Face ass, bro. Face ass. Nathan Redmond gets himself another goal and a fine season for the English wide midfielder. I was going to say young man, but then I remembered he's not that young. He's still kind of young, actually. What's Redmond? 24, maybe 25 now in this save. Gabbiadini running at his man, forced to Højbjerg. And Pierre-Emile Højbjerg forcing the save out of the keeper there. Real good save as well. You see from the replay, Højbjerg hit it well. He really adjusted his body well as well to be prepared to hit that shot. Almost taking a little deflection that could have been costly, if we say the least. 78 minutes in now. Ball almost given away. It falls to Romeo. Brilliant ball over the top. And again, Redmond has a chance to run at his defender. Hits him with that same step over again to create a little bit of space. Nathan Redmond strikes it. And it hits the post. And just away. 88 minutes in now. Cardiff are taking their opportunities to try and win the game. Put the cross in. Back post. And we are made to pay for I don't know what I'm saying. I was going to say Rue missed object, but pay for Rue missed object don't make sense. We were made to pay for missed opportunities. I don't know. I mean, can I even say that though? Because like it wasn't even really. You can't really consider it a chance when you take a shot from 30 yards out and hit the post. It's a little bit. That's a moment of talent. Almost. It's not something you could say you should have scored. But we lost to Cardiff. We lost to Cardiff. On bottom of the league by some distance too. Cardiff have been struggling all season. And we lost. And that is unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. You'll see the table at the end of the episode. The position we're in, we can't afford to be dropping points. Let alone dropping points against a team that's bottom of the league and at home. I believe we were at home in that game. That's unbelievable. And I just have to look back at how we conceded the first goal, and really we done it to ourselves. But now in the FA Cup game against Arsenal, playing a much stronger side than the side they played against us last time in the league, when we were able to pick up all 3 points. See players like Ramsey in there. Well, Ramsey was in there already, but players like Aubameyang instead of Nketiah. We done the same as usual, mixed it up a little bit, but realized that this is our best chance for winning the league. Klein, Rodriguez, Vestergaard and Bertrand in the back four. Romeo, Lamina and Højbjerg. Vasquez, Austin and El Younisi lead the line. Angus Gunn retains his spot in goal for the FA Cup competitions. But I did realize as Aubameyang gets it in behind, we are chasing Europa League football at this point, and the FA Cup might be one of the best chances for us to get that Europa League football. So we really need to pay attention and do what we can. El Younisi nicks the ball off of Lichtsteiner and puts it into Vasquez, who forces a save out of Petr Cech. But you see Kolasinac is being penalized for a foul on the Spaniard. And you're going to get to see the replay. I'm not sure what I feel about this. Let me know what you guys think. There looks like there was a little bit of a pull that might put him off balance. And then obviously Kolasinac kind of falls on him. It all takes place. Well, it doesn't all take place after the ball is gone. But let me know what you think about that. Lucas Vasquez steps up. He won the penalty. And he puts the penalty into the back of the net. And we have an early lead against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. And Lucas Vasquez is the man that gets the goal. Hey, we're like 4 or 5 episodes off of the end of the season. And I'm obviously going to do like goal of the season award. I'm going to do player of the season. We're going to have an awards episode. I can't wait to see who some of you guys give these awards to. As Younisi comes into the box, crosses it to Romeo, and any other plays that probably, again, like the last player you would want in that situation. He's tried something a little bit fancy, but he's just not really got that in his locker, does he? But like I was saying, I really can't wait to see who you guys give player of the season to. Højbjerg bringing this one down. trying to look for somebody. He turns back inside, plays a beautiful pass into Lamina, just bypassing the whole midfield. He finds Charlie Austin, whose shot gets blocked. It falls to him again, and that post is just working wonders for us, because the second time in the match, the ball has come off of the inside of the post and found the back of the net. Charlie Austin starts in this game over Gabbiadini and finds the back of the net. And to be honest, Charlie Austin has one of the best goal scoring ratios throughout the squad this season. I'm not sure if that's because of the fact that he comes off the bench in a lot of matches, or because he plays usually up front as part of a front two and in a lot more attacking formation. But he has one of the best goal scoring ratios on the team. Obviously not the most goals, but one of the best goal scoring ratios. Charlie Austin getting his second goal in the FA Cup this season. But like I was saying, with player of the season, I'm really excited to see who you guys decide. So I just to make sure you guys watch these games thoroughly, so you can really make an informed decision on who the player of the season. Because I think it's going to be real tight. Obviously, between players like Lucas Vasquez and Nathan Redmond, Gabbiadini, Højbjerg, and Lamina. For me, those would be the main ones. Obviously, some of the defenders like Bertrand has been brilliant all season. But again, like I said in the last episode, you don't always get to see a lot of the stuff Ryan Bertrand does defensively, especially for the team. So that's why I say pay great attention. You need to pay attention now as El Unici breaks down left hand side. He's going to cut in, tight angle, and look at that for a finish from El Unici. Gets himself a start in this one, and he does not disappoint at all. Celebrates with the squad. You see players like Nathan Redmond, who really is stopping, the only thing stopping him from being a starter for this squad. But they're still showing their team spirit. They're fighting for the same position, but they're still a team as they celebrate together. El Unici, look at this goal though. As I spoke of a goal of the season award coming at the end of the season, this has to be in it, right? This has to be. Look at that. Like, you can't get the ball to hit any closer to the top. Like, that's side netting right there. That's a side netting finish from El Unici. And that is without a doubt one of the goals this season. We've scored some great goals this season, but that one has got to be up there in the goal of the season award video. And you guys are going to be the ones that vote on that as well. So, hey, we got a lot. There's going to be a lot that I show you at the end of the season that I've been waiting to implement. And I'm quite excited to do it. So Nathaniel Klein going for a shot right there, and on first glance it actually looks like it took a deflection, but you'll see it actually didn't. Nathaniel Klein, I've realized that with the way the driven shots and time shooting works, if you press L1 like between the bar going up and him actually connecting the ball, you'll get a lob shot that doesn't have the typical lob animation. Like, it kind of has a regular shot animation, but it works as a lob. Like that one just did. So, interesting effort from Nathaniel Klein. And Aubameyang was able to pull one back for Arsenal. Don't know why my man's doing flips and shit. Like, literally the definition of overreacting to a goddamn... What's the word? What's the word? A consolation goal. Like, overreacting. Like, you literally doing flips. You're out of the cup. You're out of the cup. We knock Arsenal out. We shake hands with Unai Emery. The Southampton fans and players are buzzing on the pitch as we get through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Right now, we're doing work, and we are just 2 games away. 2 games away from securing ourselves a position in Europa League. We can do it by a league right here. Chelsea and Man United fighting it out. Everton and City not too far off either, but they have played 2 extra games. And you see us, which we will go back up to. Just want to show you guys the bottom of the league right here. Cardiff picking themselves up a couple points as well. They were on 9 at the beginning of the episode. But you see where we're sitting right here, it is very tight. We're on 41 points. A couple teams above us have a game extra played, but they're above us by 3 points. So all West Ham, Manchester City, even Everton are within a reach. Within grasping reach is what I'm looking to say. Arsenal just a point ahead of us. This battle for Europa League and Champions League football is hot. Let me know in the comment section who you think is going to secure those Champions League positions, the Europa League positions, and win the league. The relegation battle is not looking as interesting. Cardiff are gone. Newcastle are probably gone. And who was the other team? Can't even remember. But they're all probably gone as far as I'm concerned. But let me know those things. Hope you guys are still enjoying this series. I'm loving it. So series 2, this season, I said series, season 1 will be finished by the end of this week. Most like, well, me recording it will be finished. It might not all be up by the end of this week, but season 1 will be up. So give me any more transfer suggestions, because I will be recording in advance. So give me transfer suggestions for the summer right now, and obviously I'll take them into account if I see any that I like. Do that right now. Love you guys. Peace.